Adam Phillips says something wonderful about psychoanalytic practice. He said there are two cliches about psychoanalysis which should be dropped. One is psychoanalysis is a form of self-knowledge, that it's the radical version of this ancient Greek bullshit, know yourself, and so on. And second point, that the aim of psychoanalysis is to ease, diminish your suffering. I mean, this seems absolutely obvious. You suffer, traumas, symptoms, whatever. Psychoanalysis gives you a deeper understanding of yourself. And once you understand the causes, as Freud put it, at least if there still is suffering, it's just simple, banal suffering, not suffering caused by ignorance and so on and so on. Adam Phillips, in a wonderful way, I think that's my dream, that Adorno would have loved this, reject both. He said, no, this obsessive desire to know yourself is in itself a pathology. But wait a minute, he's not a New Ager. His point is not this pseudo-Buddhist bullshit like, don't think, just do it spontaneously and so on. No, for him, the opposition of knowing yourself is not just act intuitively. It's something different. His point is, instead of probing into yourself, dedicate yourself to an external cause. You are not cured when you are satisfied, oh my God, now I can tell a complete story about myself, I know it. But when you simply, you don't matter to yourself, you fight for something. It can be progressive politics, you are a fanatical artist, scientist, politician, inventor, lover, whatever you want. But this is the point, that the goal of psychoanalysis is precisely to bring you to the point where you can finally forget about that piece of bullshit that is yourself or myself, and finally work for a cause. And second thing, here Adam Phillips is even more refined. He says a wonderful thing. My God, that's Hegelian spirit. He says that, because he's also a practicing analyst, and he says that when he sees that after a session, 50 minutes, he's not this Lacanian cheater, but the traditional one, no? That although I must say I understand Lacan, I never could even imagine myself being an analyst, but I would certainly be for short sessions, and you can imagine why. Can you even imagine me listening in patience to another person for more than 1 minute or two? You already suffered me, Okay, but let's go on. So his point is that when a patient obviously feels better, relaxed, that he, as analyst, Adam Phillips, gets into total panic. Oh my God, what did I do wrong? And so on. And then, but no, it's not just the patient should suffer, but he provides a wonderfully correct formulation, Adam Phillips, when he says, and it's basically a restatement of that previous point about dedicating yourself to some cause. He says that the point is not to ease your suffering. The point is that a good analytic treatment should enable you to simply move out of these categories. Do I suffer? Do I have pleasures? Am I enjoying life? And to discover that there are things, noble things, quite naively, like, I don't know, great scientific work, love, whatever, which are much more important than your suffering or pleasure, And I think this is the correct reading of psychoanalysis. It's absolutely not this spiritual self-examination, which is why I hate life. I'm sorry, I will turn it off. I wanted to blame somebody else, but I have to blame the other in me, the foreigner in me. Okay, so let's go on. This is why, now comes the last dirty part, but don't be afraid, I am the butt of the joke. My mother and grandfather all died of colonus cancer, so I have to do that misfortunate thing of every 3-4 years to do colonoscopy to blah blah. Okay, the point is this one. I will not go, don't be afraid. I will not show you some clips. But that will be my point, because I was so shocked. Probably it happens here the same. This is called the modern medicine. At the end, the doctor gave me, a small DVD, and I asked, why is he giving this to me? Does he think that I will invite friends, forget about a nice blockbuster, why don't we look the inside of my ass or whatever, That's what's wrong about it. I don't want to know the inside of myself. I don't want to know it psychologically and bodily even less. And it's wonderful when you spoke about disgust. Disgust is basically that moment when inside, and when the disgust is not radical otherness. Disgust is when this thin skin or whatever line of separation breaks down and the inside comes outside. That's the moment of disgust.